the cast of The Greatest Story Never Told.
For us to do our show, we need you to think about something. If we could have audience lights up, I want to see these people. I invite all of you to think about the holiday season. What is it that you enjoy reading, watching, listening to? Some piece of art, some story, a film, a radio show, an album, anything, a TV show. Anyone, something you're willing to share with me? Anyone? Yes?
Every Christmas, my family watches White Christmas.
White Christmas.
1947 version.
Okay, so who's in that? Just to give us
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby. All right. And do you enjoy this?
I do. I love it. It's
Fantastic.
my favorite Christmas tradition.
What is your favorite moment of White Christmas? What really makes the film for you?
The very end when it finally starts to snow.
It finally starts to snow. And what does that moment to you symbolize? Let it think. What was it? The seasons?
I don't know. It's about hope. It's about hope.
It's about hope.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
Give us a brief character breakdown.
So we are not going to play out the entire story of White Christmas. Mainly because Archie is allergic to Bing Crosby, so we can't. But we are going to take what we just talked about, the idea of hope, and see how we can play with that in a brand new story for you guys. Thank you.
Once upon
a time,
Stacy
Thought
she could
fly high
into
the
sky. She
tried so
hard
to
get to
clouds, but
never
did.
she was
suicidal. Stacy
knew
she had to
commit suicide.
by
flying straight
to
The clouds.
when
she
thought she
Got high.
enough
she
thought that
She had
momentum
so
she decided
to jump
down
the
sky
into her dream.
waking
she
realized she
Was wrong.
injured
she
decided to
Hospitalize herself.
I can check you in. It's not the kind of procedure usually people just walk in off the street for.
I'm pretty sure I need to have things examined internally, just a full examination.
Full
Thorough.
body scan is expensive.
we can afford it. Anything for her.
Your parents. Okay, then it's actually your insurance card.
This young woman is actually already wearing the hospital gown. She came in wearing it. She's ready. And her parents are just overloaded with bags of medical stuff in case she needs anything.
I think that there's something in my bone structure that needs to be worked out. Thanks, Daddy. Thank you,
Well,
Daddy.
this scan will reveal that, if
Yeah.
that's the case. You
Good.
have very good coverage, sir. Very good.
We've needed it.
They're both consultants. Government.
Dr. Drummond, can I just a word?
You'll ex-
Just, sure.
That is her mugshot back in the break room. That's the one we're not supposed to have.
It's Christmas.
It's a scam any day of the year.
So you're suggesting I just turn her?
I'm suggesting that you do what you should do if you want to keep your job.
I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Our daughter has a parish.
Could we? Yes. You'll excuse us.
Get him, Dad. Other Dad.
We've had a hard time convincing her that we need her here, on Earth.
Where does she wish to be?
Not here, with us,
All right.
on this, a death wish.
So, sir, I have to ask, how is the scan going to help her?
Maybe we could find something for her to live for. Maybe, she's very insecure. She doesn't like her body. Maybe if you could tell her that she was somehow constructed in a way that maybe is special.
Can you come back after 8 o'clock tonight?
Dad, is it gonna happen? Am I gonna get
We're
examined?
working on it.
She really looks sound from back here.
It's internal, my problem.
Just need to get
To
some-
reiterate.
Yes,
it's
I'm
only-
afraid you have to leave.
What?
Oh, you're scheduling the appointment later?
Nope, you've got to leave. Out with you.
Dr. Drummond's absolutely right.
Is it take-home kit or
No, there is no take-home kit. However,
what?
how about a root beer lollipop?
I hope you know what you're doing.
I have 8 more of those if you would like them.
I would like all of it, please. You asked.
Anyhow. And so they returned later that night at 8 o'clock.
All of the lights in the hospital have been turned off. It's as if there are no overnight patients. Everything is just so dark.
They must be trying to save money.
Makes sense. I'm sure just one of these machines
One of these will
show me what's going on inside.
Hello, we've brought our daughter back.
Keep it down.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, you got my signal when I winked at you, telling you to come back. Very precise.
I knew it.
On the cardigan. Fantastic. You should enter the scanner.
All right.
Just crawl on in there, just
All right.
right through here. Just yeah.
You can
I
do
love
it.
you guys.
can do it. We
I love you guys.
You
Can't wait to see what's going on in here. Okay.
You're doing so well, honey.
Get all of it. Make sure all of me's in, because
Okay,
I
just
want everything looked at. So
yes.
everything.
Yep, you're all in there.
Good.
You're all in there. Are you comfortable?
It's cozy. It's really tight.
You're gonna have to remain extremely still for approximately 4 hours.
4 hours. That's a
4
long
hours.
I had all those
Are you
lines.
sure we shouldn't have some sort of radiology technician conducting? Are you certified to operate this machine?
I certainly am. This is a full-service clinic.
Doctor? Doctor,
Yes.
can I just have another word with my dad real quick? Just kind of
Of course. Of
come
course.
back out for one second.
You just. Oh, they can talk to you. They can talk to you
Oh.
through the hole.
All
Honey,
right.
don't move! You reset the clock.
Because it's tight. It's just it's
Talk to
tight.
us through the tube.
I'm a little bit nervous.
So are we.
Okay.
Don't feel. I'll read you your favorite story.
Honey, we're doing this so that we can finally give you a clean bill of health. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with you. We just want to instill the desire in you to live. Perfect.
4 hours is a really long time. In the car ride that we took to Indianapolis, remember I had to get out every 30 minutes to use the restroom. I'm worried I'm going to have to use the restroom in here.
We have to let this.
If you need to use the restroom, just use the restroom.
Rick, I thought
Just
you had left. This is
don't
a private
move.
conversation with my dad.
I'm afraid there's no time for a private conversation anymore. The scan needs to begin right away,
All right.
or we won't have time to complete
All
it.
right, all right, all right. I'm just going to say if I'm going to go, I'm just going to go. Is it okay if I just go?
That is perfectly fine. Most people getting this scan end up doing that.
Is that somebody else in the MRI next to me?
Yes, Jacob, you have a guest. You don't mind, do you?
I've been in here for about an hour so far.
You're doing very
It's
well.
been really lonely.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that. They don't make these machines for two, do they?
Are you getting your full body scan too?
Yeah, it's been exciting so far.
Do you think maybe your bones are hollow? I think my bones might be hollow. Is it on both faces?
I have
Jacob had come in for a very different reason. He was actually dying and looking for a reason to somehow salvage on hope in that effort that he might live.
I have a lung infection. I can't breathe right.
My name is Stacy. And I have 2 dads, and they're consultants. They have really good insurance. I'm hoping to figure out what's going on inside of my body. Because I just think it's neat, you know? I like science and stuff.
They talked, they really connected. They talked about their youth, their childhood experiences. Both of them had taken strange trips to Fort Lauderdale that they couldn't remember the details of.
We hit something. We hit something on the way there.
I remember getting to a rest stop, and I have no idea what it looked like.
Come back to that rest stop.
You eating? Are you eating? Because if you're not eating, you gotta stand up.
I'm just gonna sit in the car.
You're gonna sit in the car? You want that pen? What? What? What?
Cut back to present.
It's really my favorite part of the trip was when we got to eat some of the pop candy that my aunt left in her home. She passed. That's why we went to Florida.
Just 2 disembodied voices, hearing one another, no idea what one another looked like, but still very strong feelings developing in these 3 hours.
I really hope that you are right. I mean, hollow bones sounds terrible.
I'm hoping it's something serious enough to get on NPR.
In an otherwise empty and quiet hospital, connections forming strong.
As Dr. Drummond left, he actually put on some music that they pipe in. It wasn't too loud, so they could still hear each other, and it was Rosemary Clooney singing Sisters.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah.
I really don't know how much longer I have to live, and just kind of been in here for so long.
It's a tough way to live out your last few moments, right? Just being stuck in here. Is that what's going through your head right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wish I could just kind of reach my hand out and hold yours.
Oh my, that's really, wow. That's a really nice thing to say. That's
But
really
he
nice.
couldn't.
As he was carted away over into the rehabilitation room for patients that suffered his condition. Jacob, I've been going over some of your charts, and we just wanted to make this last week or so as easy as possible.
Yeah, as quick as possible, you see.
As easy as
No insurance is not a good state to be in. It might be worse than dying. I mean, dying could be a relief, Jacob. I'm trying to make a positive out of a negative. I'm trying to make a positive.
Jacob,
Would it be possible for Dr. Townsend to leave the room?
Dr. Townsend?
I work here. I work here, Jacob.
She is. Dr. Townsend runs this private hospital. She,
Somebody has moved your car, Dr. Townsend.
Move my car.
Moved your car.
Move my car out of my space.
Out of your space. Yeah,
I'll be right back. I'll be right back!
Listen, again, we want to make this as easy as possible for you. We understand that you, these last few days could be traumatic. Is there anything that we can get for you? Is there anything at all that anyone in the hospital, I don't know, whether it's a book or a celebrity, tall order, but.
I met someone in the MRI.
You met someone in the MR, in the tube that we placed you in?
Right.
There shouldn't have been.
There was somebody in the one next to me.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in another consulting room, met someone
Yes.
in the MRI.
Yeah.
You mean Jacob?
Yeah, Jacob. He was there. Yeah, the really sick one. Yeah.
So you know how sick he is. insurance.
Yeah, and well, my dads have good insurance. Maybe they want to adopt him. For his insurance. We're involved.
We want to help, like we want to help our daughter.
You're on board with this?
Yes.
Well, let me just call. They're in room 12.
You're gonna do it? You do it?
Let me talk to them. Let me talk to them.
Hold on a second, Jacob. Let me.
Bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop.
This is room 12.
Yeah, Phil, strangest thing, have you still got that boy Jacob in there?
Yes, I'm talking to him now, and we're arranging his final weeks here.
All right, well, I'm with the Deep Pockets family, and they apparently are interested in adopting him immediately, taking him on as their own child, and paying all of his expenses, which I just think is the craziest thing, right? But it's what they want, so I'm calling.
Did somebody in here move my car?
Could make this
Did anyone in here move my car? It was a red car. It was in spot number 1. Spot number 1. Who's missing? All right, I just checking.
You take a life break.
Are you saying Deepak Chopra,
No, sorry. The consulting family.
Deep Pockets.
And so it came to pass. Not an official adoption, of course, because that takes months, if not years.
Well,
So you guys will be my new dads now?
yes, we are going to do whatever we can.
This room is decorated with sort of sad hospital approximated Christmas. The old tinsel and bits of popcorn and red and green Jell-O.
Please.
Dads, don't forget to tell them about the indoor pool.
Right. Our daughter's taken a liking to you.
Very, very, very strong liking.
And to be honest, we thought if you could spend your last few weeks with her, it might give her a reason to live. I can't tell you how much it means to us that you agreed to be our son.
All of the equipment in this sad hospital room purchased and repositioned in a new bedroom that was his in their house.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. Think you would do this in my final weeks and take me in?
You're making me cry. I'm not going to.
I'm not getting the message. Well,
We have an indoor pool.
we have an indoor pool. I forgot. If we thought we'd move our daughter in this room with you, if you
Are
wouldn't.
you guys messing it up? Don't mess it up.
I'm sorry. This time should be spent between you two.
There's
Right.
your car is needs to be moved.
My car needs to be moved? What is this?
Comfortable? Comfortable? How's your liver? Okay?
It's good. My lungs are still inflamed.
I wanted to try something for a second.
Anything, please. Dads have been so nice to me. I can't thank you enough.
And in that moment, the seconds seem to slow down. He sped back up because he was so excited.
We should probably
And the bypass and all the cables that this boy is hooked up to start to fall off as if he's getting stronger.
we should maybe leave, let them
just have the last few moments of his life.
We're good fathers.
We're great fathers.
Our daughter's 15. I don't know how old Jacob is.
This is OnStar. It sounds like you're talking about letting your daughter lose her virginity.
OnStar. Should we let our daughter, who's 15 years old, lose her virginity to a sickly, terminally ill boy?
We don't know how old he is.
Is she in love?
Yes,
very much so.
Do you believe in love?
Sure.
Yes. Meanwhile, back in the room.
That went very quickly. You're so well, so fast.
It's just a lot of energy.
When I was in the machine before, I was hoping to find something that would let me just die. I don't want to feel that. But I don't think I want to die anymore. Because, I think I love you. That was a load.
Outside, it started to snow.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I love you too.
Whew, that's relief. Whew. Oh, now you're kind of my brother.
It's not going to be awkward. I was just thinking about that. It's an informal adoption.
I'm sorry, we just realized it is her brother.
Why did we not realize that earlier?
I thought we were doing...
That was clear from the initial scenario you described. I just think you can't let a legalistic barrier like that get in the way of something that might be true love.
Meanwhile, the snow is just piling up on their car, filling the windshield.
OnStar,
how long you two been married?
Long.
The best 20 years of my life.
Think back over those 20 years. Surely there's love there.
There's love everywhere. This whole family is full of love. This is what this marriage and this family is based on.
Also, you guys are really, really wealthy. Not many people can afford this service.
We just want to put our money to good use. That's what, when we adopted Jacob, we had been talking weeks earlier that we felt a void that we had to give back. We still weren't giving enough.
Do you have a family, OnStar?
Sure. We've got a network of over 73,000 OnStar family members.
Are you happy with your family?
I love each and every one. I have got to go, though. I've got to go. Good luck with your girl.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Also, snow's really coming down in your neck of the woods. You might want to take shelter.
We do have a house.
The snow's begun to pile up to the point where you're unable to actually open the car doors outwards anymore.
OnStar, actually, could we call in an emergency?
They're already on the way.
Well, you know, this gives us time.
Gives us not a time, it gives them more time inside.
How much time did they have? Was it another hour? Was it another day? A week? A month?
Would they see the next Christmas? Would the girl and the boy be married by then? And would that be appropriate?
Was it really him that she loved, or did she realize after he was well that maybe she was just in love with the idea that he was dying?
And was he ever going to tell her who he really was? How old actually?
When you think about love, does age really matter? If somebody loves somebody, isn't that something that tends to conquer all?
I don't know, Jacob. I'm sorry. I'm just your nurse. I don't feel qualified to answer a question like that.
I'm in love, and I don't think that it's a problem if she's 15. I don't think it's weird if I'm 25.
Did one of you fuckers ruin my car?
Thank you